over 40 years, two superpowers built unimaginable arsenals of destructive power. In 1991, the long vigil of America and her allies paid off as the once mighty Soviet Union collapsed and the Cold War ended. From the Soviet ashes emerged 15 nation-states. Many nations, including the Russian Federation, held an enormous infrastructure for designing and building nuclear, chemical, and biological weapons of mass destruction. In Russia alone, a network of closed cities was home to tens and even hundreds of thousands of people supporting nuclear weapons production. The post-Soviet economic situation deteriorated rapidly. Once prestigious scientific and technical jobs paid little or nothing, thousands became destitute. The United States feared that these men and women could be recruited or tempted to sell their expertise to dangerous countries or terrorist organizations and create a nightmare worse than the Cold War. An early response came from the United States' own weapons laboratories, Los Alamos, Sandia, and Lawrence Livermore. During years of nuclear test verifications and arms control treaty negotiations, mutual respect had grown between U.S. scientists and their Soviet colleagues. The three labs began writing small contracts to perform unclassified research, which allowed their colleagues to earn modest incomes. The labs also found that their counterparts, isolated from the West for over 50 years, had developed vastly different ways of analyzing and solving complex technological problems. The intellectual ingenuity was staggering. What was needed was a way to identify technologies with commercial potential and bring them to market. This would require participation by American business. This lab-to-lab network caught the attention of Senator Pete Domenici of New Mexico. He decided to strengthen and support this effort. The concept of IPP, Initiatives for Proliferation Prevention, was born. IPP was unique. It would build direct partnerships between American business and former Soviet weapons scientists to commercialize technologies for peaceful civilian use and create jobs both here and abroad.
This initiative should promote technology commercialization, reduce proliferation risks, build partnerships, and increase employment opportunities and stability here and in its partner nations.
The United States Industry Coalition, USIC, was founded in 1994 as a nonprofit association of American businesses engaged in IPP. USIC members join in three-way cost-sharing partnerships with former Soviet weapons institutes and U.S. national labs. Federal dollars support work by former Soviet scientists and U.S. labs. USIC companies match the federal investment dollar for dollar with cash and in-kind contributions. When the IPP project concludes, USIC companies and their former Soviet partners work to commercialize their technologies.
The industry partner does that which government and labs can't do. They bring the project results to market. They have the commercial focus. And they have voted for this project with their own resources because they're matching the resources that the government brings. That's a requirement of our program.
Many of the world's largest corporations are among USIC's 150 member companies, but most are small, highly technical and entrepreneurial firms that are willing to take risks. Today, USIC members and their former Soviet partners are developing innovative technologies for global markets. From fuel cells to environmental remediation, from IT products to biomedical devices. New technologies on the market include radioisotopes produced in Russian nuclear reactors for life-saving diagnostic and treatment tools for cancer patients. Rare alloys from Kazakhstan's leading nuclear facility now supply global electronics and telecommunications industries. Needle-free injectors with Russian-designed disposable caps are capable of up to 600 injections per hour and could be an important tool for responses to epidemics or bioterror attacks, such as the anthrax attack on Capitol Hill in 2001. The IPP program, sponsored today by the National Nuclear Security Administration at the Energy Department, enjoys bipartisan support.
This is an ideal way to promote U.S. business interests and to promote U.S. national security and create new jobs here and abroad.
And the former Soviet scientists and engineers are famous for finding practical, low-cost solutions to technical problems. They may be new in the business world, but they're all hands at research, development, and production.
Thanks to the vision of Senator Domenici and the United States Congress, many men and women previously building weapons are now creating commercial technologies to improve and even save lives. IPP is a successful model for the future.
USIC is about tomorrow. We're about doing tomorrow's business, not yesterday's business. And we're trying to do that for the United States of America.
USIC and the IPP program are building prosperity for partners and security for the world.